I'm going to be applying live for the Chase World of Hyatt card to take advantage of the slightly elevated welcome bonus. And hopefully at the end of this video, I'm going to have hotel credit cards with the big three: Hilton, Marriott, and Hyatt. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the exact reasons for why I am applying for the Chase World of Hyatt card, discuss my data points going into the application, and then apply live for the Chase World of Hyatt cards so we can all see together whether I get approved or denied. Real quick, if you do enjoy watch me apply videos just like this one, then do me a huge favor and hit that like button and check to make sure that you're subscribed, because it's a free and easy way to help support my channel and I would really appreciate it. Okay, but now before we get into the exact reasons for why I'm applying for the Chase World of Hyatt card, we need to go over the core details on this card so you can have a good understanding of why I'm applying in the first place. So the Chase World of Hyatt card has an annual fee of $95, but right now this card is offering a limited time elevated welcome bonus of being able to receive up to 65,000 Hyatt points. And that's going to be broken down by receiving 35,000 bonus points when you spend $3,000 or more in the first 3 months of having the card, plus up to an additional 30,000 bonus points since you'll receive 2x back on all purchases during the first 6 months of having the card. You'll get point multipliers of 9x back on Hyatt properties, 2x back on restaurants, flights booked directly with airlines, local transit and commuting, as well as fitness clubs and gym memberships, and then 1x back on all other purchases. You'll also get automatic World of Hyatt Discover status just for having the card, which is a step up from just being a World of Hyatt member, but it's also not going to do that much in terms of giving you elite status benefits. However, the best benefit on the Chase World of Hyatt card, and the main reason that people get this card in the first place, is that you'll get a free night award on your card member anniversary every year that is valid for a Hyatt Category 1 through 4 property. And Hyatt Category 4 properties can actually be really nice. It can easily get you upwards of like $250 in value, with one example being the Hyatt Regency Boston Harbor. Okay, those are the core details on the Chase World of Hyatt card, but now let's get into why I'm applying for this card specifically. So first of all, I've wanted this card for a while, and my goal is always to capitalize on the best welcome bonuses for every card. And right now, there is that small elevated bonus that is currently going on. In most cases, 5,000 additional points really isn't anything, and I probably wouldn't even consider it an elevated bonus, but Hyatt points are extremely valuable, so 5,000 additional points could actually be the difference, especially at some lower cost international destinations, for an additional night at a decently nice Hyatt property. Additionally, long term, I want to build a hotel credit card setup that is filled with a bunch of different keeper cards. Since I am someone that's on team travel, traveling is one of my favorite things to do, and I want to travel as much as I possibly can in the future. So having a hotel credit card setup with a bunch of different keeper cards allows me a really simple and easy way to get more value than the annual fees, and also gives me the flexibility to choose properties from different hotel programs based on what makes the most sense for the specific travel that I'm doing. In the case of the Chase World of Hyatt card, I'm going to get that free night award for up to a Category 4 Hyatt property every year, and I'm confident that number one, I'm going to be able to use that free night award every year, and number two, I'm going to get more value than the annual fee just from using that free night award. Next, as I continue to build out my hotel credit card setup and I start to figure out what I want to do in my endgame setup as well, I want to get experience with hotel credit cards across multiple different hotel brands, so adding the Chase World of Hyatt card will give me experience with Hilton, Marriott, and Hyatt. Also, even though I'm going to be primarily focused on the first part of that welcome bonus, so receiving 35,000 Hyatt points when you spend $3,000 or more in the first 3 months, I think on purpose I'll have about a month gap after I finish hitting that spender requirement before I move on to a new welcome bonus and a new credit card, because I'll focus on racking up some more Hyatt points since I'll get 2x back on all purchases during the first 6 months. Okay, but now probably the portion of this video that a lot of you were waiting for. Let's hop right into that application, but first here are my data points. Right now I have an average credit score across all 3 credit bureaus of about 750. My last credit card application was this past December when I applied for the Chase Ink Unlimited, and I actually only have one hard inquiry on my credit report because I've been so focused on getting business credit cards over the past year or so. So this is my first personal credit card application in over a year. All right, without further ado, let's get right into that application. Okay, so I have the landing page pulled up for the Chase World of Hyatt card. So the first thing that you want to do whenever you have any sort of application is you want to go through and make sure that the welcome bonus matches what you're trying to apply for. So if we see down here, you can see the intro offer earn up to 65,000 points. which is what I've been talking about in this video. It's just a tad bit elevated, but usually this card doesn't have any sort of elevated welcome bonus at all. So it does have the 65,000 points, which are going to be the 35,000 points in the first 3 months, which is what I'm going for. So that matches what we're looking for. So we're going to click apply now right here. So, okay, so it's going to take us to the Chase website. Then we'll go through that application and I'll walk you through those steps. Okay, so limited time offer. We'll just, for the sake of this application, we'll do apply as a guest and I'll fill that information. Okay, so let's get started. So basically the first part of this application is going to be your personal information. So as you see here, it's going to be your first name, last name, obviously just, important personal information like your date of birth, social security, all that type of stuff. So I'm going to fill that out and come back to you, but I want to go through the whole application first. So if we scroll down past some of that personal information, here is where you're going to put your World of Hyatt member or your World of Hyatt number. So I actually am already a member, so I'm going to put in my number right there. And that's just so it links with your account. I think obviously when you get this card, you're probably going to automatically become a World of Hyatt member since you'll get Discover status. But since I already am a member and I have a number already, I'll just go ahead and paste my number there. The next part is going to be your employment status and type of residence. So I personally do currently rent an apartment. So I'm going to put my type of residence as rent. And then right there is where I'll actually put in my monthly rent amount. So I'll do that in a second as well. But for employment status, I am employed. So I'll put employed there. And then for total gross annual income is where I'll actually put in all income that is available to me. So the benefit here is that since I'm actually married, we can basically include both of our incomes together since both of us do work full time. So I'll actually include my income, which since I'm in sales includes a base salary plus an estimated commission amount. Then I'll include Lucia's income as well and combine those together, which obviously is great for our credit card applications because we can forecast a higher income overall. So yeah, gonna go enter all that information. And then down here, it just says go paperless. So I would like to receive that digitally. So I'm gonna put that as yes, so that it's paperless. And then I'm not gonna add an authorized user for right now. So I'm just gonna select no for that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through and put in all this information. And then I'll get back to you once I do that. We'll move on to the next step. Okay, everyone, so I'm back. So I filled in all that information. A couple things that I just wanted to note really quickly before we actually submit the application as well is that I am under 524. So part of the reason that I've been going all for business credit cards over the past year or so is because my goal has been to keep my 524 status underneath 524 because I was stuck in Chase jail for so long. And now I obviously have the ability to apply for some of these Chase credit cards once welcome bonuses become available. So I'm applying for the Chase World of Hyatt right now, but I would love to get the IHG Premier as well, since that has an elevated offer going on right now too. But hopefully that'll still be around once I hit this spend requirement and can move on to my next card. But then just one quick note about our gross annual income. We do file taxes jointly, which is a reason that we're actually able to combine our income on credit card applications for that gross annual income. So just for those of you who are wondering, that's the reason for that. So down here we have the pricing and terms. So this is just going to be, your APR and things like that, which I never really pay much attention to because I never have any interest on credit cards, which I would advise that you pay your statements off in full every single month. So hopefully you don't need to pay attention to that as well. But one thing that I will note is down here you can find your annual fee. So obviously it listed as $95, which is accurate based off of this card's annual fee. So that's all the important information there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click I've read and agreed to the above, which are, obviously just running some checks on your credit, things like that, and authorizing Chase. So I'm going to click submit and we're going to see all together whether I get accepted or rejected. I would expect I would hopefully get accepted because again, my inquiries are low, my credit score is pretty good, and I'm under 524. So I can't really think of a really strong reason why I wouldn't, but let's see. Okay, so I'm going to click submit. Let's see for ourselves if I get accepted or not. Really hoping I do. And again, don't really see any reasons why I wouldn't, but we'll see. Okay, so it's loading here. We'll see. We're working on your request. Perfect. Okay, got accepted. Wow, got a pretty good credit limit too. 12,500 credit limit. Honestly, a little bit higher than I was expecting, but that's great. Got accepted. It looks like your Card should arrive in the mail within 7 to 10 business days, which is great. So as soon as I get this card, I'll start spending towards that spend requirement and be able to lock in at the very minimum those 35,000 Hyatt points, then probably a little bit more spending as well with the 2x back as well. All right, everyone. So thankfully I was approved for the Chase World of Hyatt card. Really pumped to have the card now. And now after using this card for a little bit, I'll have experience with Hyatt, Marriott, and Hilton, which is great for me because I do really focus on hotel credit cards and what that setup can look like. So I'll be able to get experience on all of them and really be able to give my honest feedback on what I think of each of the different hotel brands. But yeah, overall, going for this elevated offer. Next up is probably going to be the IHG Premier, depending on that elevated welcome bonus is still available. But yeah, I'm going to be starting spend on this card as soon as I get it and really pumped to have it. So let me know down below if you guys have any questions about the card or the application in general. And thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and peace.